Football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense, and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So
he'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Headed outside for the line. It's Butler. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Got it behind the line. It's Staley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Bennett. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Another rush rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Deeks Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in Winston-Salem. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Snap it to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Rush is on him. With the catch, it's Campbell. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So here is the Tennessee offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. Put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Snags it. They'll get him stopped. Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And the Vols will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, in this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for the defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Finds his man. It's Campbell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Caught near the sticks, it's Campbell. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the back. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe. We're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fires downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Volunteers in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Spits it out to the back. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, and their offense is so hard to stop.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ball. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Flores. Slings it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He leaves it with his back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go right back to the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. A run for the quarterback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Wants to fire on second down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's Bennett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
He's in open space downfield. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Volunteers will line up. Away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Shakes off the defender. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The toss sweep to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Boyd. Under fire. Release to the back. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Unleashes one. Intercepted, the defense is set up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Staley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still... keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So
Touchdown, Volunteer! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Oh, they're after him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
That's reeled in. It's Campbell. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he got loose. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Boyd. He's moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Memphis.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got him. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him in stride of the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Boyd. He'll take the deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incomplete.
Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Memphis about to put it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Quick strike complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle. And those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think,
Turning it on. Quick step and go. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This Memphis offense going to work again on first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Floating away. Fires on the move. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
and I would say they got him exactly where they didn't want him as a defense. All that speed, he gets outside the pocket, rolling to his right. You think he's going to take off. How about he tries to throw the football, can't fit it in there, throws the incompletion. The defense was scared for a second there.
He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Memphis. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got a man, it's Bennett. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Vols, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Around the corner, it's Butler. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Steps away. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play in a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quick.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day. He's not there yet, but man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. On the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Shoots it to the left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Boyd. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Calls his own number. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Behind the chains now on second and long.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. This time he's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Coates. Moves away as he feels pressure. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. Takes the easy completion. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Bust through behind his pad. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Military stunt.
Off play action. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Coates. Using his legs to buy some time. On the move, he fires. Pulls it in. It's Campbell. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it along the sideline. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Dances away. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets rid of it. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got it in the middle, it's Campbell. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air. It's Coates. That's caught. It's Campbell. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Making side adjustments here. second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Motion from the wideout. Tried to freeze him with a fake spike. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 45.